The Cottonwood County Citizen proudly presents Athlete of the Week. iCitizen Computer Sales and Service is proud to sponsor this week's Athlete of the Week. Whether you are buying a computer, need help with networking, or need virus removal, iCitizen has the manpower, skill, and capacity to tackle computer issues of any size. Call 507-831-3455 or visit iCitizensupport.com. iCitizen located in downtown Windham.
And I'm joined right now by Red Rock Central senior Corey Morris, our Athlete of the Week this week. Congratulations, Corey.
Thank you.
You guys have gotten off to a good start, 2-0, and as a team, you've really been hitting the ball, but you've really been scorching it at the plate the first two games of the year. Tell me about the preparation that you guys have done to come into the season. And normally the pitchers are a little bit ahead of the game versus the hitters. You guys have been all over Wyndham and Laverne, two pretty good pitching staffs.
Right after Christmas break, a few of the guys, Cole Pankinen has a really nice batting cage at his house, and a few of his guys have been batting there ever since Christmas break. So we've been hitting every weekend, taking a good amount of pitches each time, getting prepared very well for batting.
Tell me about how important the run that you guys put together late in the year last year was, because you had won a couple of games going into the playoffs. You went into the playoffs. You knocked out Wyndham right off the bat, and then you put together a couple of really nice wins in the postseason. How was that important, carrying that success into this year?
It's really helping a lot. It built up our confidence very well, and we finally got familiar with playing each other. Like Austin Earlbeck, he's younger, and we finally got familiar with him, and we really started collaborating well as a team, and we just started working together very good. And the wins that we did have in the playoffs, I think, have transferred over into all sports this year. It's given everyone that extra boost, knowing that we can be better than what we are.
And that carried into football season. They had a very good basketball season this year. Obviously, the wrestlers have done very well over the years, but this year for baseball, it really seems like you guys have the right mix of pretty solid pitching, but up and down that lineup, you've got guys that can hit the ball.
Yeah, our pitching is pretty deep. We had 6 guys that can pitch the ball fairly decent, and we have 11 seniors returning, and that just helps with the batting. And everyone's getting on base. Our on base percentage is really well throughout the lineup, and we're just doing very good this year.
Now your high school career has kind of been hampered a little bit by injuries, and I know that last season, coming into the baseball season, you were coming off your second ACL in 2 years. How good was it? How hard was it to rehab first? But how good did it feel for you to just be able to contribute on the baseball field in some manner?
It felt really good just to get back moving around again. Having to miss basketball and the rest of football really hurt, but knowing that I'd still be able to play baseball made me feel really good. And after I played 2 games of JV last year to start off the season, and being in my first varsity games, I started off slow, but then towards the end, I really figured it out. And it felt really good to hit the ball and know that I was scoring points for my team, and it felt really good.
This year, you stayed healthy through football season, but I imagine that kind of for you, all eyes were really on baseball, and right now you're as the team's DH, but I imagine that at some point, you're healthy enough to be able to play in the field if they need you. Right now, they haven't needed you.
Yeah, Yeah, Trevor does a really good job at first. He's a big guy and he's fairly quick. And uh, DH, I'm all right with DH, and I think I'll get a couple games at first. But yeah, Trev does a really well job at first base.
Now, you guys started the season last Tuesday against Wyndham, and it's a rematch of that first round playoff game.
Hmm.
And it was really, in a lot of ways, kind of followed the same pattern as the playoff game did. You guys got off to a really fast start, and then Friday against Laverne, another really fast start for you guys. I imagine that's something that Coach Janicus has kind of preached is coming out of the blocks, swinging the bat aggressively, running the bases aggressively, and getting on the scoreboard first.
Yeah, he really pushes for scoring and continually scoring throughout the game. Like he always tells us, don't end. Say we score 4 runs, he tells us not to end and to keep pushing this to score because the game's not over yet. And yeah, we're working really hard on getting people through the bases, and yeah, it's been very, very good so far.
Looking ahead for you guys, the conference race this year really appears to be kind of wide open, and I imagine that the success that you guys have seen in other sports this year really gives you guys a new feeling of hey, we can be in the hunt in the Red Rock Conference this year, and you look at a team like Adrian that has won the conference the last couple of years. They're a very different ball club this year. They don't have Mr. Rogers pitching for them anymore, and really, I imagine that the confidence level for you guys has got to be pretty high, knowing that you've got veterans, you've got pitching, and you've got a deep lineup that can hit.
Yeah, we're really psyched about playing each team this year, but we're taking it one game at a time. We're just focusing on what's our next challenge and who we have to face. The pitch count is really helping us this year because we know like how to prepare, and we got to know who we're facing, and that's helping with batting a lot because we know who the opponent's going to be during the week.
Mm-hmm.
My most memorable would have to be in playoffs last year against Jackson, beating them. With them being the number 1 seed going into the tournament and us being the 6th, that was a really big accomplishment for us winning that game. The last song would have been Believers by Imagine Dragon. I think Mountain Lake Comfrey, since they combined, I think they'll be a pretty good opponent this year. So.
How would your teammates describe you?
Chill. I don't know. I kind of a goofball, maybe. I do a lot of hunting, and I fish occasionally, and then I enjoy playing video games quite a bit.
And of course, you're a senior this year. What do you have planned for next year?
I plan on attending South Central College. I'm either going to go into sales or social work. It's kind of what I'm leaning towards.
Well, that should be all I need from you. Congratulations again, and thanks for joining us.
Yep, thank you.
iCitizen Computer Sales and Service is proud to sponsor this week's Athlete of the Week. Whether you are buying a computer, need help with networking, or need virus removal, iCitizen has the manpower, skill, and capacity to tackle computer issues of any size. Call 507-831-3455 or visit iCitizensupport.com. iCitizen located in downtown Wyndham.